other big story in this hour 18. 3 men arrested for going to great lengths to try and silence some of R. Kelly's victims. The feds say witness intimidation was the play.
2 of the men arrested are from the Chicago area. Chris Tye is live at the Dirksen Federal Building, where one of them recently went before a judge. Chris.
Brad, Erica, cars set on fire, threats of violence, 6-figure payouts. Just some of the intimidation tactics that investigators believe allies of R. Kelly used to silence his accusers. Some of it happening in just the last 2 months. Last summer, Dolton, Illinois resident Richard Arline Jr. posted support on Instagram for his friend R. Kelly.
He's a good father and he's a good person. He don't bother nobody. He just go to work and come home.
Today, neighbors floored by his arrest on federal charges related to Kelly. They say he bribed a 17-year-old witness to not testify against the artist. On a wiretap this June, he offered her $500,000 to keep quiet, they say, and to suppress videos she had of the 2 of them. What's unclear is whether Kelly authorized the bribe.
One of the surest ways to get the government to pay attention to you is to try to interfere with one of their cases or intimidate one of their witnesses. That is going to bring them down on you like a ton of bricks.
He wasn't alone. The feds say Michael Williams of Georgia texted the father of a trial witness, saying it might be wise to protect your daughter from heartache she's going to endure through this and after. On the same day, an SUV of his exploded in front of that witness's home. And they found internet searches for fertilizer bombs and countries that don't have extradition. A 3rd arrest today, Donnell Russell of Chicago, who in the fall of 2018, they say, sent a letter to a Jane Doe witness threatening to reveal sexually explicit photos if she testified. And in December of the same year, she and her mom received text from a phone number associated with the Russell business saying, "You have been warned, publishing soon, and pull the plug or you'll be exposed."
To those of us on the outside looking in, these are new characters.
Characters in the Kelly case who've taken brazen steps, investigators say, to get the witnesses to keep quiet. And one other point that needs to be made here is that investigators have made it very clear they have a mountain of evidence to prove their point. What they have less of, at least according to these initial documents, Erica, is any indication that R. Kelly or his team sent these people and put them in motion. So that's one of the things we'll be watching as this investigation plays out.
Okay, Chris, I'll take it here. And this one is not for sensitive ears, but potentially says a lot. The documents also revealed the apparent rules Kelly's team put on the underage girls when they were reportedly having sex with him.
That's right, Brad. They had to wear bracelets to identify that they were part of that group. There were rules. You had to wear baggy clothes when you weren't around him. You couldn't go to the bathroom without his permission. You couldn't eat around R. Kelly. A whole list of rules. Now, all of this, both the allegations of intimidation and the rules that are embedded in that culture, R. Kelly's attorney today telling CBS 2 they vehemently deny that anything released today was at the direction of R. Kelly or that he had any knowledge of it. We should point out all of it put in motion, by the way, by these victims themselves when they called the authorities and told them what was going on.
Chris Tye, thank you.